Good evening. I'm Kevin Holmes. I'm the director of the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship here at Santa Clara University. And welcome to the Fall Quarter Entrepreneur Speaker Series. I'd like to invite everyone, before we get started, I'd like to make sort of a public service announcement. Invite everybody to learn more about entrepreneurship at Santa Clara University by visiting the CIE website at www.scu.edu/CIE. Tonight's panel is about social networking sites, and I have the honor of introducing our moderator. Tonight we have Fred Stutzman, who's traveled all the way from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, where he is a PhD student in the School of Information and Library Sciences. His research focuses on identity, social software and networks, and the effects of social technologies. He's presented his research at both Google and Yahoo, and he's quoted quite frequently in local, national, and international media sources on the topic. He's also an entrepreneur. Fred has co-founded a company called Claim ID, which is a website that helps people manage their online identities. He's also done strategic consulting for a number of Fortune 500 companies, as well as on the John Kerry and Wesley Clark presidential campaigns. You can learn more about Fred at his blog, Unit Structures, the web address of which is on the flyer if you happen to pick one up on the way in at the table right out here. You can grab it on your way out if you'd like to learn more about Fred and more about social networking sites. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce Fred Stutzman.
Thank you, Kevin, for that wonderful introduction. I'm glad and honored to be here tonight at Santa Clara. The promise of the internet is in its ability to connect and enable communication. Bulletin boards, email, forums, chat, and IM have shaped, defined, and redefined the nature of communication on the internet. As such, social networking is a new innovation that is fundamentally changing the way we communicate online. In the years since we were first introduced to social networking, hundreds of millions of people from all over the world have joined social networks. They seek many things. They seek to meet new people, to reconnect with old friends, to make new professional connections, and for probably some of the people in this room, endlessly stalk their classmates. What unites all of these different audiences is that they come to social networking sites to fulfill this promise of the internet. They come to be connected. And that the connections that they are making are changing the course of their lives. Without question, there is something very fundamental and human in our desire to connect with others. And social networking sites are playing a valuable role in that process. Tonight, we are going to meet 4 representatives from 4 distinct social networking sites. They are, from left to right, Jeff Roberto, who is a senior PR and marketing manager at Friendster, Steve Laughlin, who is the CEO of Affinity Circles, Jim Scheinman, who is the vice president of business development and sales at Bebo, and Keith Raboy, who is the vice president of business development at LinkedIn. Thank you for coming tonight, gentlemen. We'll be discussing a number of interesting topics tonight. We'll look at how these companies got their start, how they are distinguishing themselves in the marketplace, and what advice they have for new entrepreneurs in the social networking space and beyond. In this panel, I'll be posing questions and giving panelists a few minutes each to respond. I ask the panelists to be concise with their responses, as we have a lot of ground to cover tonight. The last 15 minutes of this discussion will be audience questions.